Hello, my lovely peaches. How are you? So I am going to maybe just do an intro because I'm not going to do a whole big long chunk. But before I get into doing the next part, the third part of Jeffrey Lacasse's interview, or I should say the third interview of Jeffrey Lacasse, I just wanted to show what I mentioned in that video, that I recorded this chunk of Wendy Adelson's police interview, the one and only police interview that she did on July 18th of 2014. This is her friend Jane McPherson, who I cannot stand.
At lovedreamingpeach.com.
So the video started, I think it was like at 3:45 p.m. in the afternoon. So I already have done a video with that first chunk. I don't remember exactly where it is. You can just search on my page for Wendy, or you can go to the playlist, which is on my playlists. And I will also link it at the end of this video, and you can find it there. So this video, like I said, I screen recorded 45 minutes, the second chunk of this almost 6 hour long interview. And I got it from Mentor Lawyer's page. And this is currently set to private. I'm contemplating maybe making it for members or possibly for my Patreon. So if you're interested in hearing a preview of the first few minutes of this, then that's what this video will be. And if there's interest in it, then I can go ahead and listen to it and do series of parts like I'm doing with Jeffrey Lacasse. Let me know if you're interested in the comments, and also like, subscribe, hit share, and the bell notification. Okay, let's get into this intro. So just again, this is the second 45 minutes of Wendy Adelson's police interview the day that Dan Markel was murdered. I put it through Premiere Pro to auto-generate the captions, and then I spent a couple of hours going through it and trying to actually name who says what. And after about 3 minutes of the video, I gave up because it took me a few hours. So there are names listed throughout the captions, but it might be wrong sometimes, and like it might say Wendy when it was Jane, or vice versa. And then there's Sarah, the victim advocate, and I don't think that it caught her voice and labeled her name, except for a few times in the beginning where I wrote it. So just so you know, there will be some typos across those captions that I auto-generated, and when I hear the discrepancy as I'm making these videos, I will say, oh, she didn't say this or that, it says they said this or that. Okay, let's go forward. Oh, also, as I think you can see, it is 11:16 p.m. on Thursday, October 3rd. It's kind of dark, but having this ring light in my face, it literally gives me a headache. So all right. I literally can't stand her.
I think like Alan and Lynn have done it. I'm a social worker. I've picked up kids. The kids need to be picked up.
All right, so just to kind of like give a little like, where are they? Okay, so she's been there already for, like I said, probably about if she got there at like I think it was 3:45-ish. So she's been there for about an hour and a half. Her friend Jane has arrived. They She was trying to get her friends Alan and Lynn to pick up the kids. They've done it before. She also mentioned Jane. Jane is a friend. Well, not really a friend. Jane is a co-worker or colleague of Jeffrey Lacasse and a friend of Wendy. And Wendy has been plying Jane with lies about how jealous and extreme Jeffrey is. This week, leading up to it, and probably all summer. And this is Sarah, the victim advocate, DET Isom, Detective Isom. This is Jane McPherson. I can't stand her because she's super cringe. It's obvious that she obviously thinks that Wendy is innocent, and there's even a point where they're talking about, like, she's saying when she first heard there was a shooting, her first thought was that Danny had assaulted Wendy when it was Wendy who was having Dan murdered. Little bit of a reversal there to the extreme, no? And Wendy's like, yeah, that's what the realtor thought. Yeah, because you were lying to them and making them believe that Dan was Satan, just like you did with Jeffrey Lacasse and everybody else. So anyway, that's why I can't stand Jane.
I don't know how I'm going to tell you.
Do we have anything?
I think like Alan and Lynn have done it. I'm a social worker. I've picked up kids.
The kids need to be picked up on Friday.
Right.
And so when I came and they said they'd spoken to the Grossmans, I said, I'll get the kids. I'm a social worker. I've picked up.
I just remember to notice, look at her disgusting pile of booger tissues. What a gross pig. I hate her.
Kids that don't know me before, but I think especially given this.
I gave them your name and Lynn's name and said, I think like Alan and Lynn have done it. Like when Danny had his back surgery, Alan and Lynn did it before. So because I was out of town, so like they've done it before. They've got 4 kids, so they can.
I have
Creeps me out that she's touching her.
I
think so. Are you gonna be here a while longer? I think so.
So, like, I might have a blanket in my car or something.
Do we have anything here, or have they all been used?
Somebody who could get me checked. This woman
She's laughing.
is freezing.
This woman is freezing. You know, like trying to make them feel bad. Like, you know what? A man was just shot to his death, although he's not dead yet. He's literally suffering. He is dying at this moment, and they're trying to figure out what's happening. And this is why I'm like been pushing this thing off for like 9 months, because it makes me so ill.
Somebody get in my car or something.
Do we have anything here, or have they all been used?
Somebody who could get me checked.
And I apologize. I thought about that when she was shivering earlier, but I guess got a lot of stuff going on.
No, certainly there's the most important thing. It's not the most important thing.
No.
Certainly, it's not the most important. Like,
no, certainly there's the most important thing. It's not the most important thing.
No. I saw her shivering, and I kept thinking I'll go out and find out if they had a bunch of them.
Gene. The way he pauses, like, I feel like he's thinking, oh no, girl, I know you fucking did. I know you're fucking lying.
Shivering earlier, but I guess got a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
Certainly there's the most important thing. It's not the most important thing.
No. I saw her shivering, and I kept thinking I'll go out and find out if they had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of them, but I don't know what's still available.
How am I gonna ever make it through this? Ew! Look at her face. She's so hideous.
So what do you mean he's not?
And I kept thinking I'll go out and find out if they had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of them, but I don't know what's still available.
So what do you mean he's not good? What do you know about this?
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh my God.
The fact that That's what she wanted. That's what she paid for. This is her dream come true. This is what she wanted, because like Dan was really coming at her hard for all the terrible stuff that she was doing and trying to get away with and getting away with. And look at, she's laughing. It tells you a lot. Look at that fucking smile. Look at that smile. What? This bitch is gleeful. Oh my God. She's having the time of her life. This is, I mean, she is, look at how she's smiling. Look at that. She cannot contain herself, her joy. She is so happy that this is happening. Oh my God. She's just so pleased with herself. Look at how much she cannot stop smiling. And then she puts on that disgusting, ugly face to try to conceal. Oh my God. I despise this woman. I despise this woman. And then there's that creepy dude who, he wrote the bunch of creepy comments, and I was like, why are you being a creep? Stop creeping me out. And then he literally wrote like, you have to admit, there's no way that I could be trying to hit on you, anonymously hitting on a stranger online without being creepy. I'm like, a rational person would be like, that's why I wouldn't do it. Okay, anyway, that same creepy dude had asked in another comment that was creepy, why was I mad that Tim Jansen was talking about how mesmerizing Wendy was? Because that's creepy as fuck. And who cares what she looks like? She paid people to murder her ex-husband, the father of her 2 young babies. So who gives a flying how pretty she is? Like, ugh, the creepiness is just off the charts, okay? Yeah, so am I going to ever get through this? Oh my God, I don't know. So just look at how
When I came and they
how
said
much
they'd
she's
spoken
smiling.
to the Grossmans, I said, I'll get the kids. I'm a social worker. I've picked up kids that don't know me before, but I think especially given this.
I gave them your name and Lynn's name and said, I think like Alan and Lynn have done it. Like when Danny had his back surgery,
The way
Alan and Lynn did it before.
smiling.
So, I was out of town, so
they
like
have,
they've done it before. They've got 4 kids, so they can.
I have are you gonna be here for a while? You want me to
I think so.
Look at
So,
that.
like, I might have a blanket in my car or something.
Do we have anything
Do you have
here, or
something
they all been
for
used?
somebody
Smiling.
could get?
Let me check
This
see
woman
if
is
that is good enough
freezing.
for her.
And I apologize, I thought about that when she was shivering earlier, but I guess got a lot of stuff going
No,
on.
there's certainly there's a
Not
there's
really
a
the most
it
important
isn't
thing
it's
right
not
now.
the most important
No,
thing.
I saw her shivering, and I kept thinking I'll go out and find out if they had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of them, but I don't know what's still available.
So what do you mean he's not good? What do you know about this?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh my God.
Really?
Certainly there's a
Oh, that smile?
certainly
The way Jane... Sadly! Like, oh my God, lady.
certainly there's a certainly there's a
the most
it
important
isn't
thing
it's
right
not the most important thing.
I saw her shivering, and I kept thinking I'll go out and find out if they had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of them, but I don't know what's still available.
So what do you mean he's not good? What do you know about this?
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh my God.
She never asked questions. She never asked clarifying questions about this whole he's not going to make it thing.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh my God. Really?
Look at that bitch.
Oh,
I don't know.
She's like, I am going to Miami. Oh.
I'm gonna tell the kids.
I know, I'm going to tell the kids. Why would you be, like, the fact that she's saying that already, because you did it, bitch, and you know that he's going to die. Oh, hi. I'm making a video.
I'm just grabbing another bowl of pasta.
Okay. You have to get... I'm talking about how much I hate Wendy.
She deserves it.
Mwah. My baby. Who I love. I love you, my sweet, cherished darling. I co-parent, lovely. We act civilized over here. Oh yeah, this part was a bit hilarious. How Jane takes off her glasses and she closes them on Wendy's back.
Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna tell the kids.
No. I think even Sarah was laughing about that. And I also mentioned in some other video, like a year ago, how weird it was to me that Wendy literally had her sunglasses on her head for like 5 hours. Like she does eventually take them off, but it's like she has them on her head for so long. It's just weird to me as somebody who's like super ultra sensitive to stuff.
I don't know how I'm gonna tell the kids.
Look. And look, Sarah's like, I just found that hilarious. Like,
How am I gonna tell the kids?
Oh,
How am I gonna tell the kids?
watch this close-up expression that Wendy makes. Micro expressions are something. What was that? What was that expression, Wendy? Are you thinking about Miami? Are you thinking about maybe Dan might be in pain? Are you thinking about, I can't believe I'm an actual murderer now? Are you thinking about how now your 2 sons are going to have to live their life without a father now? Are you thinking about how you're going to call him your latex spouse? Are you thinking about, oh my God, I just got away with murder?
I don't know how I'm gonna tell the kids.
I swear Sarah just laughed at that. She's like, what? Okay, so she went and got...
Thank you.
Right, I hope it has lice on it. I hope that jacket that she just got from God knows where has lice on it, Wendy.
Just put that
That
on.
would be great. Thank you.
Disgusting.
You really know that? You know that?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You know.
She says,
What's that? I'm sorry.
You know that he does that. They don't.
so she's like, you really think that you know that? And
What's that? I'm sorry.
he says, what's that? I'm sorry.
What's that? I'm sorry.
You know that he does that. They don't think he's gonna make it through this.
He's not going to make it.
He
He
does
said.
it.
What's that? I'm sorry.
You know that he does that. They don't think he's gonna make it through this.
Did Wendy just smile at that when he says he's not going to make it?
He They don't think he's gonna make it through this?
2 days after this, Wendy was down in Miami forever. And according to that police report, that was the last thing I read in part 3, Jeff on Wendy part 3 that I posted earlier today, or who knows if this will be today, it might have been yesterday by the time I post this. It said that after this interview, where Wendy's acting so helpful, giving them the phone she's probably not going to ever need again, giving them the laptop that was her work laptop that she knew she was never going back to that job, giving them the keys to the apartment that she was never coming back to, all of these things that she's had a year to make sure that that laptop had no traces of anything she didn't want on it because she was walking away from it and she was planning this. Same with that apartment. She wasn't going back to that. She moved in from when she got divorced from, she didn't even get divorced. She moved in while he was in New York and she scooches out while he's out of town. She had to plan it all that way. So she'd only been in that apartment for a year. And who knows, the phone, you know, maybe she had a burner phone, I would guess. So yeah, she acted all kinds of cooperative, but then it said she hung up on Detective Isom when he tried to call her after this and then never spoke again and lawyered up.
You're not gonna make it.
He's a TMH right now?
Look at her smile. He's not going to make it.
You're not gonna make it.
Look at how happy she is.
He's a TMH right now?
I was asking because I thought maybe he would, and I wanted
Right.
I was asking because I thought maybe he would.
TMH right now?
I was asking because I thought maybe he would, and I wanted I wanted the kids to be with him, and like he was okay.
Okay. Oh, God.
So creepy. Like,
Family
ew.
and stuff like this. Something
No.
Or was was that another big smile?
And he has family and stuff like this. Something.
No.
And he has family and stuff like this.
It's like she's trying so hard to look sad. You know, she's trying to get her lips, she's trying to stop smiling and trying to cry. So it's like, you know, she's trying to force herself.
No, it's
Right, I know, but I mean,
There's no family here.
girlfriend, anybody come down? Nothing?
Amy. I don't know if Amy knows yet. I don't have Amy's
Oh, right.
phone number.
First person she threw under the bus was Dan's girlfriend's ex-husband,
Amy's on Facebook.
Amy.
I don't know if Amy knows yet. I don't have Amy's phone number.
Amy's on Facebook.
I'll contact her later.
She killed she killed this woman's boyfriend. Like, this man had moved on. He was doing much better.
She's on Facebook. I mean, she can be found.
Yeah. I was thinking of one more thing. This is really tangential, but his friend I told you about, Matt Price,
This part.
his wife's brother was killed. So if you're gonna call someone first, Matt's gonna lose it. So
I don't intend on calling Matt. I just need to have the background on different associates and friends and so
Yeah.
forth.
Why would you even say
You
that?
know, my
Everything
objective
about her
is to
is
find out who
disgusting.
did this.
Yeah,
So-
she's right there.
Based on what you've told me, I'm gonna take that information, compile it with other information that other investigators have worked on, and we'll see where it leads.
okay.
Now, I'm not saying anybody that you told me about is is any way involved.
Is there any sign of stuff being stolen from the house?
I can't discuss that.
Okay.
Is there any sign of stuff being stolen from the house? I can't discuss that.
So.
But you are discussing that you don't think he's going to live. I mean.
But you are discussing that you don't think he's going to live.
Well, I'm telling you the fact that I know he's not going to live.
Well, I'm telling you the fact that I know he's not going to live.
He's not going to live.
He's not going to live. Look at her. Bitch is happy. I'm going to make it bigger.
Okay.
So.
But you are discussing that you don't think he's going to live. I mean.
Well, I'm telling you the fact that I know he's not going to live. He's not going to live.
She's smiling. He's not going to live. He's not going to live.
Okay.
She's smiling and makes an ugly face.
Dead now?
Forced. Is he dead now?
He's not going to live. Okay. So.
Is he dead now?
Well, I already discussed that with her. Is he has enough injury that's traumatic enough that he's not going to be able to recover from it.
I think that's more smiling.
Recover is he has. Well, I already discussed that with her. Is he has enough injury that's traumatic enough that he's not going to be able.
She's smiling. She's trying not to smile.
He has enough injury that's traumatic enough.
Look.
That with her is he has enough.
Let's see.
Injury that's traumatic enough. That he's not going to be able to recover from it.
Let me see this bitch. All right, so let's see. I just want to zoom in on these and see them a little up close. See, well, how much of a smile does it look? He's not gonna live. That's what she's hearing right now while she's making this face. He's not going to live. You get what you want, Wendy. You're gonna get to move down to Miami. It's blurry. There's no doubt. Blurry AF. And maybe I'm making something out of nothing, but I see a smiling ass bitch is what I see. I see a happy ass mofo right here.
Did Lynn already go get the boys?
Yes. What's happening right now is Lynn's on her way here. She doesn't have car seats. Gonna take the car seats out of your van, put them in Lynn's vehicle, and she's gonna go directly to.
Like if you,
I didn't do that.
Yes. And they said you needed me at the police department, so I came.
Right.
It was not a.
What did you think I needed you for?
And look at her here. Look at her here. Look at how.
You know.
Look at how much she's smiling again. What did you think I needed you for?
And they said you needed me at the police department, so I came.
Right.
It was not a.
What did you think I needed you for?
That is a smile. Look at that. Do another zoom in on this. And then, of course, she's going to say...
I wasn't thinking it was good news, but I didn't, you know,
How happy does this make her?
My thought was that Danny had probably assaulted you. That was my
I
thought.
think that was Lisa's thought when she's like, I heard there was a shot on Trescott, and so I hope you're okay.
So
The
that,
realtor.
Yeah.
so that was my, you know,
Did she lie?
this scenario, which
Look
is
at
now not seeming real to me, it
Yeah,
didn't
well,
seem
me
like
neither.
was not what I
Look at how
knew
happy
what I
she
thought.
I
is.
just keep picturing the kids.
Right.
You know where
No.
this
So
belongs?
there's no point in doing that. Don't do that. So
When Lynn gets here, I'm gonna just ask her to take the kids to her house. Would that be
Instead
more
of my
reasonable?
house?
I think
Would that
that's
be
much
more
better.
reasonable?
Is that better? She has a TV.
She's a TV.
Right.
Wow.
Me neither.
What
All right.
That
The realtor.
So this
There was a shot on
is what
Danny had probably news,
This
but I didn't.
is-
You know, I
if you're interested in watching this whole 45-minute, or actually it's an hour of the video, this is just, like I said, I screen recorded from Mentor Lawyer's page, and then I ran it through and I made these captions. And there might be some typos and stuff like that, but my intention, my whole purpose was so that I could do this, so that I could listen to it and react to it. I'm a little bit on the passive aggressive side. Oh yeah, bitch.
I'm a little bit on the passive aggressive side, so I was having trouble like with the confrontation.
And then he left and you left separately from yoga? Okay.
Oh.
And then that's when you went home and
I went
sex.
home. I actually was having a conversation with a friend who
Talking about
suggested
Jeff.
no contact for a week just to get some heads, like just to clear my head, and so I thought it was a good idea, and I wrote on.
But I want to clarify, that's because
That's because I was trying to decide whether to get back together with him.
well,
And this is all before they even spoke to him. All right. So I will go through the clips. It makes me ill. It really makes me ill. But I also feel like these are good things to show why this woman needs to be arrested. And it's not just this video, but she says things in here. There's a lot of stuff in here. And then when you find out that she drove by the scene of the crime an hour after it happened and all the other stuff, it's a goddamn shame that this woman is walking free, and it's a crime, and I just do not understand it. I don't, for the life of me, understand how she can be getting away with murder. Still getting away with murder. All right. So that's that. And if you're interested in watching more and me continuing on, let me know by liking, subscribing, leaving a nice comment, not a creepy comment. Most people do leave nice comments or interesting comments or thoughtful comments, but there are those few weird creeps. The internet is a big, wide, vast place, and when you put yourself out there, you do become susceptible to certain creepy people. But you can just block them. And sometimes they eat themselves. Thank you very much. All right, so I will see you in the next one. See you, bye.
CatLoveDreamingPeach.com. CatLoveDreamingPeach.com.